New York Democratic Congressman Eliot Engel, who sits on the Energy Committee. Congressman, can you give us the latest word, what you're hearing about the Stupak situation with the pro-life crowd? Have they come to agreement? Do you have the votes?
I don't think they've come to a formal agreement, but the anticipation is that they will. I think the feeling in the Democratic caucus is very upbeat. I just spoke with the Speaker. She's feeling very upbeat. And I think whatever is needed to be done to pass this, I think will be passed.
And Congressman, how are the liberal Democrats in the Congress feeling about this executive order that Stupak is pushing?
Well, members who are pro-choice like me understand that there is a pro-life majority in the House, and so we just want the so-called HIDA language to remain as it was and as it is. We don't want any language that's worse than that. So I think we're all prepared to accept that no federal funds can go to abortions, which is current law, and just restate current law, and I think we're okay with that. Obviously, we wish we didn't have to be, but I think no one has a problem with it, because if that's what's needed to pass the bill, that's what's needed to pass the bill.
Congressman Engel, what's the drop-dead point this afternoon at which Congressman Stupak has to say, okay, yes, we have an agreement?
Well, I'm hearing that they're 99% there, and I would be very, very surprised if they didn't have an agreement. We're supposed to, take a series of votes. There's an hour debate on the rule. There's 2 hours debate on the bill. There'll be a motion to recommit, and the Republicans will have all kinds of delaying tactics throughout the day. So I think we have, several hours yet. But I've been in Congress a long time, and I would be shocked if this wasn't worked out. When the Speaker announced a few days ago that we were going to do this over the weekend, she pretty much had a good feeling that she had the votes to pass this, because if this were not to pass, this would be very bad for the President, for the Democratic Party, and for the American people. So they don't bring something up like this unless they are reasonably sure that they're going to be able to pass it.
Congressman, did the President's presentation yesterday to the Democrats, special presentation, did it have any effect on any of them? I thought his speech was absolutely outstanding.
Well, it was outstanding. I don't know that it convinced anybody who was in that room. I think most of the people that were in that room were already committed to health care. But what it did do was make us feel really good, make us feel like we wanted to go out there. I mean, we know we're doing the right thing, and this really made us feel that we're doing the right thing.
And in the last hour, we've had a couple of Republicans say that they don't believe the CBO score. Do you?
I believe the CBO score. The CBO is a nonpartisan body. They don't tilt D or R, blue or red, and whatever they say is generally accepted. That's just sour grapes on the part of the Republicans.
Congressman Engel, on this network on Friday, your colleague from New York, Jerry Nadler, said that he would actually work to repeal the tax on health care plans that you're going to be voting on today. Would you join him in the effort to repeal that?
Well, I think Jerry Nadler is right. He and I have talked a long time about New York being a high cost of living state, and therefore there's no disparity and no difference. If you make a certain amount in New York, it's not the same as making it someplace else, because it costs so much more to live in New York, and that would be fair and equitable. But I don't want to talk about repealing things. I just want to get this bill passed. I want the Senate to pass it with our reconciliation package, of course, in it, and I want the President to sign it into law. We really feel that this is monumental. This is like, as it's been said before, the civil rights bills or Medicare or Medicaid or Social Security. This is really momentous. There's a lot of misperception out there. The Republicans have done a very good job in muddying the water and scaring people. We think that when we have this bill, people will see what's really in it. The American people will embrace it. And this is truly a historic vote. In the 22 years that I've been in Congress, this is probably the most historic vote that I've been witnessing.
Democratic Congressman Eliot Engel of New York. Congressman, good of you to join us today. Thank you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Let's get some reaction from